Hi guys, thanks so much for stopping by. So today I will be doing a makeup review, and this is for J.Cat Beauty's Primetime Makeup Primer Spray in the Jasmine scent. So I'm just even gonna put that on because I didn't even put any spray on. Let's do that. I love the jasmine smell to that, and if you were able to see the mist, I actually enjoyed that. I have some what is that, solid foundation on, and primers can actually also be a setting spray if you're if a setting spray isn't available right now. So I kind of want to see how that works. Plus also this one, it says that you can actually use it as a base and also afterwards. However, the problem is I did get this at ulta.com, and they don't sell this anymore, which I'm not really confused as to why that is. And I will tell you that why. So they actually sell something different now on Ulta, and I don't have that one. But so this one, I picked the jasmine more than the rose, just because the rose really typically has more of like that old ladyish kind of smell. But if you can look, the glow on my skin, that's actually from the foundation that I'm using. That is not from the primer. So it says keep your skin hydrated all day, hydrates and refreshes makeup with rose or jasmine oil, and this is from jcatbeauty.com. Help out with evening out the tone with smoothing the skin. What it does, hydrating primetime makeup primer spray can be used as a primer before makeup and a midday refresher to keep your skin hydrated all day. Its blend of rose oil is antioxidant and moisturizes skin while helping with redness. Jasmine oil infused spray promote hydrating the skin without clogging pores and help out with evening out the tone with smoothing the skin. Okay, so when I used this, I think the rose was also out of stock because I kind of wanted to get the both of them, and I really prefer the jasmine just because the scent of the jasmine I do lean towards. I used to be obsessed with rose smell, and actually had like so many different kinds of perfumes and like fragrance oils and essential oil and all that stuff. But at a certain point, I guess I overly did it. And I got a little bit tired of it. And a lot of times though, when you do with cosmetics and it has a rose smell, it tends to me, more so than not, that it has like a more of a old ladyish kind of pungent kind of smell to me. That's just to me. So that's why I kind of did like the fact that they had the jasmine, and then for whatever reason rose was never available, and they just took it off at their stores, so I wasn't really able to try that. Okay, the pro to this is that it smells really good. It goes on your skin really well. It doesn't make your skin greasy, and I don't see anything bad in regards to that. You know how sometimes like it would like melt your makeup when you're refreshing yourself and all that stuff. So the con to this is not hydrating. It's very drying to my skin. I have dry to a normal to dry skin, very sensitive, hormonal as well. So if you are in one of those, if you want to try it out, and if it doesn't work out for you, and that's probably why. So I would use this as the primer, and then I noticed, and then of course I have a setting spray or a finishing spray, and I noticed that it would cake up my makeup. It didn't matter if I used a mattifying foundation, or a dewy foundation, or a hydrating foundation, or one of those like for dry skin foundation. It did not matter. It will always dry and cake it, and that's why I just don't really use it as a primer itself. I just use it kind of like a refresher in between because I like the smell, and I really typically don't want to waste it. If you want to prevent like the caking and stuff, I would say for me, from my experience, I had to use this every hour, hour and a half, because if I let it hit 3 hours, my makeup is done. It's cracked everywhere. it looks like a city road. It has like a bunch of cracks in the winter, you know, in the winter, come in spring. That's how my makeup looks. Like you see all these cracks, and it separates too. It separates and it looks disgusting. And of course, you know, you're having a great time. You're not really looking at a mirror right here and noticing that that's what's happening to your face. And that's what happened to me at a party. So that's pretty bad. And the party was in spring, middle or early spring. So everybody was still wearing coats and jackets and sweaters and stuff like that. So it wasn't like, what is that? I'm trying to say, it wasn't hot or anything. So, and I remember I wore a dewy foundation as well. So a dewy foundation is usually not a drying foundation. It's a complete opposite to that. And it dried it out, and I was like completely embarrassed. And I remember like when I came home, I'm like, nah, I'm not using this again. If I need to leave the house, I know I don't want to be wasteful. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna use this from time to time as like a fragrance spray probably, or when my dog has an accident on the floor, I'll probably spray this on the floor. I mean, I really can't use this for anything else. So out of 5 stars, I would probably do this as a 1 out of 5 stars. It is not long lasting. It is not hydrating. And because it smells really well, it didn't clog my pores. It never made me break out. That's why I'm giving it a 1. If that didn't happen, I'd probably give it a 0. So despite all that though, I still encourage people to just try it out and see if it works out for you. And if it doesn't, make sure you bought this at a store that has a really good return policy, so that after you try it for a week every day and it doesn't work for your skin, I would suggest you return it and get your money back. And also I would suggest don't use this on like the first time in a special occasion. Use this at home at like the weekend when you're testing it out, the first 2 times, just so you see how your skin and how your body reacts to that, because I don't want anybody else being embarrassed and humiliated the way I was. You know, and my friends were just super nice and they just didn't really say anything to humiliate me. But when I came home, I'm like, oh my God, my skin looks disgusting. So there you go. If there are other makeup that you guys want me to try out that would you believe that would probably benefit my skin type, let me know down below. I love hearing from you guys all the time, and I love testing out skincare and makeup as well, because, you know, for me, everybody that sees you for the first time is looking at here. So I believe like this area is really the most important part. So there you go. Thanks so guys. Thank you so much guys for stopping by, and I'll see you guys again next time. Bye.